Hi, everyone. Well, this is Remote Production Workflows, and we're going to talk about one of the most important changes in the past 14 months, which has been announcers calling everything from home, games, studio talk shows, interviews. It's been an amazing challenge for everybody. We're joined by Boshnack with Yes and Mike Webb. So, gentlemen, thanks for so much for joining us. So,
Sure.
Jared, we're not going to go too far in the past. We know the Zooms and all the bonded cellular and of last year. We don't have to relive those nightmare scenarios. Where is the Yes Network now with respect to where your announcers are and how they're kind of working together? Are they in the same location? Are they still, some of the folks still remotely and working from home?
We're getting closer, and I'm glad we're starting now, because I think that everybody would agree that we've learned a lot to come together over this time, and I think it's just now emerging from it and certainly advancing to what the next phase will be. Our talent are at the stadium or at the arena on most occasions. Some of them are still working from home, and we're working with them, whether that's Paul Neal on the Yankee side, and Buck Showalter from our studio, or whether that's Richard Jefferson for the Brooklyn Nets coverage. So we're trying to be creative as far as who is involved and how many people, but we're also still being conscious of the environment and making sure we still have at the ballpark on a given night Michael Kay along with an analyst and our game reporter Meredith Morakovitz. It's helped us tremendously, I would say, the start of this year, where we have moved over to GCP, and that has worked for us with the all nine at home and better communication between our talent and being able to account for some of the things that we've learned.
Right. GCP being Game Creek Productions, right?
Yeah, they're Game Creek Anywhere set up. So we first rolled that out in spring training. So we had a production truck with a local crew in Tampa doing the games, but we set up a control room in Stamford, controlled everything from there, and the talent was at home in most cases. We also have a Game Creek Anywhere announce set up in Stamford in one of our edit rooms, so we can utilize that for voiceover. If for people who don't have a setup at home, they can come into Stamford and do the game that way. So that was our first foray, and it worked out quite well. And now we've carried that over into the regular season with Paul O'Neill. He has a setup in his house. And we still have one, and Michael Kay still has his in his house. And so he's at the stadium most of the time. But, 2 weeks ago, we had an interesting setup where we had a road Yankees game and a home NYCFC match at Yankee Stadium. So we brought the soccer announcers to the stadium, and we had Michael and Paul do the Yankee game from home. So it's,
right.
You're still literally adapting on the fly every week.
Sure.